limit is enough to play a real deck, says Pockets. That was the idea. They want us to play something real. That's why I was thinking Cryptic might be okay as a 2 or 3 of. I mean, that might be too many Cryptics. Let's price this and see if we can't. Or we already did, so let's go ahead and buy the cards. See if I have enough ticks for this thing. Just for my collecting purposes, I'd like to get the Pretty Condemns, but we don't have to. Or the Pretty Day. That's irrelevant. Right. You certainly can't decay a ley line. We got transcodes, cool. You guys want to see how the deck's coming along? Everybody who just came in? We're trying to brew gifts tonight for the 100 ticket challenge. So we're looking at 3 Cryptic Command, which might be greedy. We actually cut the Snapcasters because it was too much. We're trying 1 Pierce, 3 Mana Leak, 4 Walls, Souls, Timelies, D-Spheres, various Wraths, Cryptics, play set of Gifts, and Umburial, Iona, or Elish as the finisher. Groaning says you can never have too many Cryptic. You want me to try to get a 4th one in here? We could try to get the 4th one. It's pretty ridiculous how much Darkar Waste has grown. Even the most inexpensive version, that's 15 tickets. This card right now, Do the Eldrazi, is 15 tickets. This one's even more, 16. Ridiculous, right? Alright, okay, so all of our legacy brews. Let's go to the modern section. Here we go. Gifts for the 100 ticket challenge, select. Ah, he's got the pretty ones, sure. Alright, so what did he say we're missing? He just didn't have the, what would this be? So 20 tickets? That's not terrible, we can do that. Alright, we'll jam a couple other decks until we have it. So, let me see. And we don't have to have it immediately. Like, tonight was just brewing. Tonight was just brewing. I'll set a goal, and we'll see if we can't meet it by next... The tournament's probably in 3 weeks, but let's go ahead and set the goal for a month, because we might just mess around with this anyway. Just a budget gifts, just to jam for funsies. We still have the expensive versions of gifts, too. Like, I have my Go-Go Goto gifts. I have my Go-Go Gadget gifts. Go-Go Goryo gifts. We've got blue-white gifts. Although I gave away my eye. I sold my Eye of Ugin. So my blue-white Tron gifts is going to be a lot worse. But that's okay. Let's go to the donation goal. I know the deck is more than 20 bucks. There was something on the list that didn't pull up, but it's basically 20 bucks. So this is 100 ticket challenge. Gifts. We're just going to call it Esper Gifts. 20 bucks. I bet we can do that. And we'll give it a whole month. So for 2016. Awesome. Okay, we'll jam the other decks you guys are interested in until the end. Play a Zur the Enchanter deck. I wish Zur was less expensive. Zur is actually a really cool deck. Zur the Enchant. The deck would also probably want Geist of St. Traft. I mean, he's not undoable. He's not impossible. He's 5 tickets. How much is Geist? Geist of St. Traft is about 11 tickets. Okay. I really like that Black Fae deck that Wapala made. Did you guys see it? Where is it? This one? This is 100 tickets. This is under 100 tickets. It's got a playset of Bitter Blossom. And it's got Cryptics, too. Playset of Cryptics. Like, he was prioritizing the right stuff. Look at this thing. Playset of Cryptic, playset of Bitter Blossom. Wish we could get another Cryptic in this thing. Maybe if we shave some of the stuff from the sideboard, we can. How much is D-Sphere right now? Maybe that's what we're spending our money on. Syria wants to see the Dorn deck. You got it, man. That's what we've finished last stream. Run Tezzeret. Tezzeret's about 16 tickets. D-Sphere is only $1. I think these are fine removal. To supplement the Paths and the Condemns and the Wraths. I think these are fine. Partrip, Batterskull's too much, though. Chubby asks how much do we still need for the deck. A little bit over 20 bucks, but I was just going to hope to raise 20. We're missing the Mana Base, we're missing the D-Spheres, and we're missing Sphinx. That all came out to about 20. when I went to Card Hoarder. For the Condemns, the Judgment, the D-Spheres, the Catacombs, the Glacials, and the Prairie Streams and the Sunkens, it was about 20. I guess what's funny is if I got these, I could start messing around in Standard. I know some of you guys want to see me brew Standard, I just don't like Standard, but if I was to mess around in Standard, maybe some sort of Esper deck would be fun, and this is the beginnings of an Esper mana base. I was thinking Tezzeret. Tezzeret's about 16 tickets, though. How much is Baneslayer? Baneslayer's 4 tickets. We could get a Baneslayer instead of the Sphinx. You like Baneslayer over Sphinx? Okay. Sphinx is just nice and budget. Take a look at my updates to the Dorn deck. You're a little bit over, but... okay, so what do we change? Arbor Elf? Okay. 2 Crypt. Necrotic Ooze? Okay. Vengeful Pharaoh, that's sweet. Okay. 22 land. 2 nameless inversions I like. Down to 1 Ascendancy, 1 Evolutionary Leap. Sideboard. Aegis of the Gods. Okay. Sweet against combo. Asceticism. Deep. Don't mind it. The Dauntless, the Duresses. Eidolon of Rhetoric is sweet. Maybe better than the other Aethersworn Canonists. Guy's Herald. Just straight up creatures can't be countered? Storyteller, Magus of the Moat, Spice, yeah. You, sir, have come up with some true spice. We might have to try some of your ideas, dude, tonight. Holy hell. Okay, so you like the Arbor Elves over the, you changed the mana base a little? More tombs? Did you take this to Card Hoarder and you were below 106 when you optimized? Were you below when you optimized? Dark Drew says it is 100 tickets on card. Okay, I trust you. Okay, let me pull up mine and maybe we can try some of your tech. Thanks, friend. So you rebrewed it? Alright. Well, let me screenshot this, and if we get it tonight or by next week, I'll play it. And we'll maybe take this to the tournament. I think this has a lot of strength, potentially. Like, we shouldn't lose to Burn so easily with the main deck Timelies. It's due to the mana base. So you shaved on the mana base? Okay. Alright, so that was the Teysa and the Tree Folk. Which is, it's just a Chord deck. Chord is actually relatively inexpensive due to its multiple printings. This is where we left off with Teysa and the Tree Folk. It's got an infinite loop. It's got a lot of toolbox to it. So you cut an Ascendancy, okay. You cut a Champion, okay. I'm with you. You're not running the main deck Miser Core Firewalker. I get that. You're not even running the Chameleon. You just think we don't need it? So instead of running the Dramoka just to have an uncounterable threat, you actually just like running the Gaia's Herald just to have all of our threats be uncounterable? Reasonable. I think that's too much duress when we're running more Scullers, by the way. Groaning says run Tezzeret the Seeker. Tezzeret the Seeker's sweet. In some ways I like him more than Bolas. I know that sounds like sacrilege, but part of it has to do with the fact that it's just a more toolboxy card. So what are we doing with the Necrotic Ooze in your list? It's infiniting with the Quill combo plus Thornling. Okay, so you've got Thornling plus Quill Spike plus... Okay, so you're still rocking the Devoted Druids instead of the Caryatid? Are you running Caryatid at all? No? Nothing wrong with that. So do you think that the Pilgrims are just not where we want to be and we'd rather run things like Arbor Elf? Arbor Elf's only sweet if we have the Bosk, and you still have to pay for the life points on that. Dark Drew says it's infiniting with the Quill Spike. Okay. Okay. Do we really only need 2 Crypt Champion? Are we getting away with 2 Crypt Champions? For a while we were so sure that it needed to be a playset. I'm into this though, I like some of the changes. Vengeful is sweet. It goes to the top of the library though. Which might be awkward. We had them originally, Hot Pockets. In fact, Hot Pockets, we had a different card in that place. We were running a split of, what was it? Nameless. What was it? It was Nameless and Crib Swap were the originals, actually. We had a split 1-to-1. These are the originals. I'm fine with maybe changing the Pilgrims. I like that this fixes us in a white without pain, whereas Arbor Elf would be pain. Arbor Elf also won't always have a forest, although then we'll have really awkward hands. Maybe the Stirrings are too greedy. We had a Lignify. I had a Lignify. Yep, we tried all of these cards. Yes, we tried all three. Yeah, I like the Vengeful Pharaoh idea. So we can get away with just 2 Crypt Champion? I'm down if we can trim on the combo pieces. Are we sure we're able to do that, though? Skin Shifter's interesting, but I don't think that's where we want to go. Although Skin Shifter plus Dorn is really silly because you get basically an 8-power creature for a 1-mana investment each turn. But this is interesting. We've messed around with Skin Shifter before, maybe a year or 2 ago, back when I did more budget brews for you guys. Yeah, I mean, like, this plus Dorn is stupid. But I up the duels and put in 2 fetches, in which Arbor will be better. The only reason we were interested in Arbor in the first place was this card. The only reason I wanted a fetch land mana base, other than the fetch land mana base being better, was this card, Superior. Still think the one of Plains is greedy. Do we really expect there to be a lot of Ghost Quarter? I don't think so. But yeah, you could go back to running the Shapeshifter or the Lignify to improve the Bosk's chances of being untapped, which is really what you want to do. So far, we've got how many pieces for Bosk? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Just 5? That's pretty poor. I'd like to get that number to 7. We don't anticipate Torpor Orb, Adamaniac. Have I thought about a Torpor Orb deck? I've messed with Torpor Orb before. Yeah, you can do some pretty cool things with Torpor Orb. Yeah, I mean, we may not need to hedge that much for burn with the deck to even have a main deck of that. I missed the Superior. Let me see your mana base again. You said you tried to stick in the Arbor? Two Gavany, 4 Bosks, 4 Overgrown Tomb, 1 Plains, 1 Wildwood, 3, 2, 1. Names. Where did you shave in order? I guess it was the sideboard is where you shaved a lot of the dollar signs just to get in the 2 of Windswept. I don't hate that. Well, that's another reason why I'm brewing so many decks. It's fun, but it's also, like,